we are going to jump into our interview. We have a very special guest on the show today. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into it. He's a hot artist with Murder Inc., Epic, snf.jt. Welcome to the show. How you doing, brother?
Chilling. How y'all feeling?
Good, man. Good. So let's start there, man. Talk a little bit about how the connection with you and Murder Inc. and Irv. How did that come about?
So I met Gotti. What was it, like April 25th of last year? He like one of my friends was friends with his nephew. You feel me? Like not knowing that it was his nephew. But you feel me? Was just kind of playing my music. They was on FaceTime or whatever, playing my music. And then he was like, you feel me? Like, who is this? And he was like, she was like, this my friend from home or whatever. And then he sent it to Gotti. So Gotti must have hit me like in the middle of the night. He was in LA. I was over in Atlanta. So he must have hit me like in the middle of the night. I was asleep. I seen it in the morning. And then we talked on FaceTime or whatever. And he was just telling me like he's looking for an artist. He's been looking for an artist for a couple of years. But you know what I'm saying? He picky about who he wanna, you know what I'm saying? Mess with. And he said he felt like I had something. So he was like, oh, you in Atlanta, you can go to the house. I got a house in Atlanta, you can go there and record. So you feel me? I go over there and record, me and my brother, my DJ. And I think what we did, like 6 songs that night, 5 of them on the first album.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, we finished, like we put the album together that first week being together, a couple of days, 3-4 days, something like that.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah, it was just like word of mouth type, and he took a chance on me. Because, you know, nowadays, like, you're not catching no deal. Nobody's signing you unless you know what I'm saying? Like, got 100,000 followers, 1 million followers, something like that. So he just seen something and took a chance. So I'm rocking with him.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, man, what has the experience been like? Obviously, you know, that's a life-changing thing. You got with Gotti, and now you guys are working with Epic as well. Like, how has that been, man? I know it's been a life-changing experience, man. Just talk about what that's been like.
Yeah, definitely, like you said, it's life-changing. But like I feel like it was more impactful for like the people around me than it was for me, just because of my personality. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not gonna say like I don't get excited about nothing, but like you feel me, like when stuff happen, like I try not to think about it in the moment until it's time. You feel me? Go back and celebrate. So I just kind of go with the flow. But like the people around me, I could tell like what I was doing was, you feel me, like something major, and it made me feel good that it was making the people around me feel good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So yeah, it's definitely been, you know what I'm saying? I moved, got a new crib, stuff like that. It's definitely like my life is a lot different than it was, you feel me, a couple months ago.
Right. And so I know that you are also from Gary, Indiana, originally. What has that been like for the city, man? I saw one of your videos where it was just so many people. Y'all shot it in Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, we shot that on the street I grew up on my block.
That's what's up, man. So how's it been for the people in your city, man, to see you getting on and still representing where you from?
It don't happen too often. So I think like, honestly, I think most people right now, like the people that's like really tapped in my city, like the people that's been messing with me, like they really like, yeah, like we knew, you feel me? Like we knew he was the one in the city that was gonna do it. But like everybody else in the city that just found out about me after, you feel me, I signed and stuff like that, I feel like they kind of in shock about it, if that makes sense. Like they not really, you feel me, riding with it yet. They just like, yo, like he from Gary, like, you know, this kind of crazy. Because that don't happen where we from. Chicago, you know, not in Gary, not nowhere in Indiana, really.
Right. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Dante, I know you got a question, sir. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always fascinated by like the creative process. So what's yours like? Do you hear music or melodies first and then flow that way? Or do you write first and then put it to music?
No, I don't write. I don't write because I just feel like writing kind of wastes time. I used to write when I first started making music, but even then I wasn't writing full sentences. I would write like how I want to start the sentence, and I would write the word I want to rhyme. So I always did some weird shit. My creative process was always a little different, but eventually I just cut that out. And yeah, like I hear melodies. That's melodies. Dope. I usually try to go with that first thing that I hear, because usually the first thing you hear is what you thinking was supposed to be there anyway. You feel me?
Right. Right. So where do you pull your inspiration from? Is it, things that you've seen, things that you've been through? Where do you pull your inspiration for your
Yeah,
music?
for sure. I feel like my music, if you listen to my music across the board, it's definitely like I definitely got like a storyteller style of making music, regardless of the style I'm doing. It's always like I'm kind of telling the story. I always speak on experiences because I always tell people like I'm not a rapper. Like I can't just go in there and punch lines after punch line. That's not what I do. I just feel like I'm good at putting experiences and stuff like that into words for people to, you feel me, feel it.
Right. Right.
Because we all really the same people. Like we all go through the same shit. So I just feel like I'm pretty good at putting it into words. All that stuff that we all going through.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dante, I know you got another question. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Did you ever have a light bulb moment when you realized like, oh, I'm dope, or have you always known that this was what you wanted to do?
I just started making music like I say, what's this, January 2021? Almost 2 years ago. About 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
So I had that light bulb moment. I started to notice it. I don't know, like when I first started recording, like I was recording myself, but I was just playing around with it. I wasn't doing music series or nothing. I wasn't dropping music, nothing. I was just kind of playing around. I didn't drop the song, started going to studios and stuff. Around that time, when I started going to studios and started to find my sound, learn how to use my voice, learn how to use the mic, you feel me? Different things with the mic and stuff like that. That's when I had the light bulb moment. Like, yo, like I just felt like my music was sounding a little different than people that was on my level, like at the same, you feel me, level that I was.
Right. So I know you said you started making music 2 years ago. Was this something that you always wanted to do, or did that, desire to do this start 2 years ago?
Like thinking back on it,
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, for whatever reason, I kind of feel like I wanted to be like growing up, my favorite artist was like Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, and Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know, I kind of like wanted to be an entertainer, but I don't necessarily want to say I wanted to do music or nothing like that. I grew up in church though, so like, I grew up in church. Not like grew up in church like how people be growing up in church, their parents taking them to church until they was like 8, and they stopped going. Like I grew up in church all the way. I ain't stopped going to church until I was probably like 16, 17. You feel me? So like I was you feel me? Like, so I was around the time that I was getting, I don't know, because I was playing ball. I was playing basketball. I don't know what made me start making music, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Mm-hmm. I stopped going to school. I dropped out of school and stuff. That's probably what made me kind of lock in, because I'm like, shit, what I'm gonna do now? I'm not gonna work for nobody.
Right. Right. We're talking with SNF. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, I wasn't for work for nobody permanently. They're a little job, like, that's a hustle. But I wasn't for work for nobody for the rest of my life. It was over. I had to figure something out.
Right. We're talking with snf.jt, and that brings up another question. The SNF part. Explain that. What does that mean? Where does that come from?
Solid never fold. So solid never fold. That's something me and my people, my brothers I went to school with. I've been with them since like most of them since like third grade, elementary school. Yeah, it means solid never fold. So that's just like a long way of saying loyalty. Solid never fold, like,
That's what's up. And that's your, that's your brand, that's your company and stuff too, right?
Yeah. So right now it's you feel me, like a label. But it's not, I don't want to just do music with it. Like SNF Entertainment is the music side, but eventually you feel me, like I'm gonna branch off and do, like, I want to do contracting and construction. I want to start a construction company, stuff like that. Like for me, it ain't all.
That's hot. Well, yeah,
I like doing music. Like, you feel me? I found out I like doing music when I started doing it.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit more about that, man. What are your ultimate goals, man? What are the things that you want to accomplish, especially now that you own?
Plaques, man. Like for me it's like plaques. Because like everybody say like they don't care about awards and shit like that, but like, if you did something, you know what I'm saying, and nobody know you did it, did you really do it?
Right.
Like you might feel good about it, but like how good is that gonna make you feel? Like only you know you did it.
Right.
It's like they be saying like if a tree fall in the forest or whatever and nobody around it here, did it make a noise? And like I think the answer no or whatever, because you feel me, it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't like, if you do it, like you want that plaque so people know, like, you feel me, you did what you did.
Right.
You don't wanna be holding on to things in your mind, because your mind is the most powerful thing in your body to drive you crazy. Whether it's good or bad, holding on to things in your mind to drive you crazy. That's why I don't, you feel me, when I said I don't get excited over stuff. It's just not
Right. So we're talking with snf.jt. We got a couple of minutes left. Let's talk about this new song, man. The song On Me. I've heard it. It's dope. Talk a little bit about it, how it came together. I know you have a feature on there. Talk a little bit about her too, and all that good stuff.
I'm sitting right next to her. That's funny. But yeah, that's definitely, like, that was one of the songs we recorded the first night that I met Gotti. But yeah, that like you said, I feel like that's just like a everybody's song. Like, I didn't really go too much to the streets for that one. I didn't go too far, you feel me, like popper, no, nothing like that. Too R&B. It's like right in the middle. I feel like it's like everybody's. Right. I feel like Ricky, when she added her ad libs to it and stuff, I feel like that took the song to where it needed to be. Like, I feel like without those ad libs, it might not be getting the movement is getting right now. I just feel like, you feel me, the song is just well written, and it's just a good song.
Right. Yeah, it's a really good song, man. And I definitely, the first time I heard it, I was like, that's a hit. Like, I knew y'all had one first time I heard it, man. It's a really dope song.
Definitely appreciate that.
So I know we were talking before the show started. You guys are getting ready to shoot the video soon too, right?
No, we shot the video. Video dropping next week.
Okay, that's what's up. I know people are going to be excited to to see that, to see those visuals. Definitely. So, man, let everybody know, man, for aspiring artists, if you have any advice for them, any, what they can do to keep going, what advice would you give to aspiring artists?
Man, if you want to be an artist, if you want to make it in the music industry and get signed, stuff like that, one, don't always think getting signed is the way to make it, because that ain't always the right thing for each artist to do. That's, you feel me, that's dependent on the artist situation, what they need. But just making it as far as the music industry, I say the only thing you can do is, like, really just be yourself. And that's cliche, but it's like everybody already sound the same. Like, everybody already got a similar sound. So the only way really to be different is to be you, because can't nobody else be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like I said, it's like cliche or whatever. Everybody say that, but like that's the only. I hate that question, because everything that come out your mouth sound cliche when people ask that question. Like, it's not like you just giving a bullshit, but that's really, like, that's the only answer for it. Be yourself, and you feel me. And don't make the music that you think other people want to hear. I always say that. Like, I make the music that I feel like I'm gonna want to listen to.
Right.
Because it's probably, if it's the type of music that you like listening to, the way I see it, at least a couple million people in the world, you feel me, like the same type of music you do.
Right.
You putting yourself at an advantage instead of trying to do something that somebody else do. Just be yourself.
Right. Exactly, man. Let everybody know, man, how to follow you on social media, how to keep up with your music, how to see the new video when it drops next week, all that good stuff, bro.
Yeah. Follow me at snf.jt on Instagram. Video should be dropping next Thursday. On YouTube. The song is out on all platforms. Yo, you wildin', bro. The song out on all platforms, and stream that. And if you fucking with me, I got a lot more music. And if you ask me, I got a lot more better music coming. You feel me? Like, that's one of my. If you ask me, that's you feel me, slight. But we knew it was a hit. That's why we put it out.
Right. Now, real quick before we close, tell everybody about the song and the music video that dropped, I think, a few months ago, where it was basically the one we were talking about in Gary, Indiana, where y'all basically shot that. It was like a movie, man. Like, it was real dope. I haven't seen a video like that in a long time. Right, tell everybody who don't.
If you ain't seen that video in a long time and you just now getting you feel me, getting onto my music and stuff, right before On Me dropped or right before you watch On Me, go watch that video. You feel me? Because, you know, if you say you ain't seen it in a long time, at the end it said to be continued.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the second part to that video, finishing up that story or whatever. And yeah, it's a dope video. The first video, like I said, we shot that on the street I grew up on. Like some of the scenes was like right in front of the house I grew up on. And like for me that felt good because one, like almost the whole city like came out and was watching us shoot and stuff like that. It looked like a movie. And like right before I moved to Atlanta, right before, you feel me, like I started taking music serious and stuff. I was living in the house I grew up in, but like it's abandoned. You feel me? I was in there for a couple months or whatever.
Right.
So for me, like I really got emotional like at the video. Like it's a video on my Instagram. Like I got like, you feel me? I start crying. Like I ain't no bitch or nothing, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. That's completely understandable, man. I think
Yeah, you know, I just got kind of emotional
everybody
because it's like you said, like it was life changing and it felt real. Like I'm on the street I grew up on shooting $100,000 video. Like that ain't been done. That ain't been done in my city at all. Not by Michael Jackson, you feel me? Not by nobody.
Right. Yeah. That's real, man. And so that's Changes Ride or Die. So if y'all have not seen that, make sure y'all go to YouTube and watch that video. The video is dope. Those songs are dope. Make sure that y'all check them out, man. Hey, thank you so much for spending time with us, man. We really appreciate it. I'm cheering for you, riding for you, man, and hope you do well, brother.
Appreciate y'all too for having me.